Hey everybody, welcome back. This right here is proof that the customer ain't always right. 2 stars, our waitress was unattentive. My food was overcooked and burnt. I will not go back again. Response from the owner, this is an auto repair shop. We do not serve food. Elaine, you got called out. Are you a little confused? Think you might be. 3 stars, we ordered the combination pizza, 2 salads, and meatball penne pasta for 5 people. When we tried calling, there was no answer, so we decided to drive there for pickup. The pizza was pretty good, and the slices were large. However, the salad and penne pasta were just okay. For the $6 for the salad, we didn't expect to be getting much, but it was seriously lacking ingredients. The pasta portion size could barely feed 1 person, and I already eat quite small portion sizes, because I'm so skinny. I'm really skinny, so I don't eat much. Overall, a little too pricey for takeout Italian food. Response from the owner. We weren't open tonight, hence no answer. I don't know who you got your food from, but it wasn't us. What happened here, I wonder? A customer decided to tip their server like this. You're kidding me, right? Wow, a whole dollar. A wet dollar. If that doesn't send a message, I don't know what does. Dear server, thank you for your excellent service today. You're a good waitress. Here is your tip. Tip. The woman's place is in the home. Your place is in the home. It even says so in the Bible. You may think that you contributed to your household by coming into work, but you're not. While you were in here working, this is the reason your husband must see another woman on his way home from a long day at his work. Because you should be at home taking care of the household duties. You may think what you are doing is working. It is really essentially a disgrace to his manhood and to the American family. So instead of coming to your job and looking for handouts to feed your family, how's about going home and cleaning your house and making a meal for your husband and children the way your husband and God intended, and help make America great again. Praying for families and our nation. Imagine instead of like money tips, customers would just give out unsolicited advice. Here's your tip. You can take that tip and use it to wipe your ass. And guess what? It's a tissue, so you can. Servers get the pleasure of dealing with customers like this. A couple show up at a restaurant with special requirements for the order. How to prepare Alan and Karen's burgers to go. Shut up! Her name isn't actually Karen, is it? All buns in 1 container. All meats in 1 container. Please burger patties as rare as possible, just brown each side. All veggies in a 1 container. All cheeses in a 1 container. Of course, fries in separate containers. Sauces or other items separate also. Thank you. Okay, Karen. There is no logical response to this other than to say, okay, Karen. I will be honest, there might be some dietary restrictions. There might be some allergies, so that could be why this Karen has proceeded to write a note. At this point though, why don't you just make it yourself? Burgers are not that hard to make. Why put a restaurant through the trouble of preparing all of this and like giving you a bunch of containers when you could just make it yourself? Probably for a fraction of the price. It was takeout. Not a sit-down meal. 1 star, maggot in the food, and how disgusting the place looks inside. I can't imagine the amount of bacteria hidden inside. Response from the business manager. Initially, when I saw this review, I was very worried that there was a problem in the kitchen. I asked the head chef, the line cooks, the dishwasher, and the servers if they knew what dish this was. Nobody could figure out what it was. The owner also tried to reach out to you with no luck. I looked at your previous Yelps to get an idea of who I was dealing with, and I saw a picture of you posted with a burger with a 1-star review of a bar and grill. I did a reverse image search, and it turns out that that was a stock photo available all over the web with a keyword search for rotten hamburger. So immediately nothing you say has any bearing anymore. You need to find a hobby. Maybe get a cat. Something to occupy your time other than writing false and inflammatory Yelp reviews of various local businesses trying to make a living. Oh my goodness. Is this real? Do people get paid for this? That is intense. Not necessary. I don't even know if you could really call this person a customer. Just a Karen writing a fake review. Horrible service, 1 star. We ordered food to eat along with our Shake Shack burger. Rude waitress asked us to eat the burger outside the restaurant even though we already ordered food from this place. So we will have to eat the burger outside while food that we just ordered is getting cold. After all of this, the rude waitress forgot our order. Avoid this place at all costs. Haha, funny that people try to bring food from another restaurant and then complain when they were asked to leave. We watched the whole situation described in an earlier review take place. You don't go into a restaurant and order water and then bring and eat your food from another restaurant. Our waitress handled the situation gracefully and with class. I'll be back to this restaurant. Margaritas are on point here. And that is how you leave a review, my friends. I have never left like a business review for anything in my life. I feel like I would have to have a really, really terrible experience or a really amazing experience. But even then, I just don't care enough. I will read out Karen's reviews though. I know for a fact that I've told this story on here before, but I'll never get over the time when I was working in retail and I was cashing out some lady. So I asked, cash, debit, or credit, how are you paying, ma'am? And she said, that's none of your business, and demanded to speak to my manager about my invasive question. Well, it really is none of your business. I just had a 20-minute conversation explaining to a customer what chicken wings were. Did you say that they were wings from a chicken? Didn't work. But wait, chickens don't fly. I could just picture like the waiter just like explaining it and Buddy's over here just like, yeah, like I just don't get it. What? Oh, okay. So I was at Walmart earlier. A lady was looking at frozen turkeys, but she couldn't find one big enough. She asked the stock boy, do these turkeys get any bigger? He replied with a straight face, no ma'am, they're dead. Made my week. And you have made mine. Thank you. We opened at 11 this morning. I watched an old man literally pry the sliding doors open at 10:43 and stand there just staring into the empty store. And my coworker and I were like, Sir, that's so scary. Go away. We're not open yet. Why did I have a customer that hole punched his credit card chip out because he didn't want a chip and then didn't understand why I couldn't process his transaction? Wait, what? What's the dumbest thing a customer has gotten mad at you for? I'll start. Last week, I had a woman yell at me for putting a straw in her soda cup because we need to save our ocean, and then proceeded to order a $55 party boat of raw fish because this is a sushi bar. She really thought she did something, didn't she? I am the customer. I am always right. Today, a customer got mad at me because we don't have spaghetti on the kids' menu. I work at a Mexican restaurant. You mean you don't have pesquetti in Mexico? Disappointing. I generally like Mexican food, but this changes my opinion. 1 star. I ordered 60 or so sushi rolls because I thought they were on sale, but it turned out to be something else that was on sale. But anyways, I was also with my kids, so we were all eating sushi, and they gave me the bill, and I saw it was over $100, which I didn't have. And since me and my kids hadn't eaten 30 or so of the sushi rolls, I told the waitress I'd give back the sushi for a refund of all the sushi we didn't eat. She refused. It should be every restaurant's policy that the customer is always right, always. So then I had to leave my kids at the restaurant and had to drive to the nearest ATM and get enough money for the bill. This is not okay, and I will not be returning anytime soon. You're acting like they're gonna miss you. I don't think that they will. I don't think I would want to deal with you either. Just don't come back. I unsubscribe from this restaurant. I will be taking my business elsewhere. Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you. That's what I wanted. 1 star. I wanted to try this new place because looking at the pictures, it looked like they gave a lot of meat, but that was just the pictures. Highly disappointed. And the broth? To say the broth was bland would be an understatement. I would much rather go home and eat top ramen. Comment from the owner. We know you work at Pho Hanoi on 6th and Alexandria. We also know that your mother works at Pho 2000 in Olympic. Number 1 compliment we get from our customers is that we give too much meat in our pho. The exact opposite of what she said. And most importantly, we know you did not come to our restaurant to try out our food because if you did, we would have definitely recognized you. We would have flagged this review as a false review, but we thought it was pretty funny, so we decided to keep it here. Why don't you stop by our restaurant? We'll give you some egg rolls. Oh, it's on the house. Have a nice day. This reminds me of these 2 restaurants that are in Toronto. It's like one family that had a big feud, and then half the family went 3 doors down and opened another pho restaurant, and they're like competing pho restaurants now. It's the pettiest thing ever, like literally so petty. Both of the restaurants are pretty good, but usually I go to one because I prefer the decor more. I like the outside. area. Generally, I have a favorite, but I'll just go to the other one if that one's full. They're both pretty good, not gonna lie. 1 star. So normally I wouldn't complain, but today, well, after lots of thoughts on the matter, I think it should be known. Multiple employees saw this guy sitting at his table with a baby possum. The possum was on the table, eating off his tray, and not one word was said to him about leaving the restaurant. Very bad for business. I won't be going back to Arby's. Sorry. Why is it always Arby's? I won't be going to any Arby's. Have a bad taste in my mouth from this. Why? You didn't eat the possum. Let the possum eat. Damn. Possum rights. He's so cute. Look at his little baby possum. I think that's amazing. 1 star. I really wanted to like this place, but frankly, it smells. Maybe if you sit outside, you can't smell the nastiness, but inside it's gross. It smells like it's been here for 50 years and never been cleaned, but it is a newer place. Some of the staff look, can't say that on YouTube, out. Looks like something you'd find in a seedy part of town. I will avoid this place in the future. There are plenty of other places in the area to have a better experience. Thank you so much for the valuable input. Quick question for you though. Which part made it smell worse? The part where we didn't serve you any alcohol, or the part where you harassed the female staff by exposing your chest hair in lieu of showing your ID?
He's covered with hair.
Next time you want a Miller Lite, please bring the appropriate ID that is required when you go to a bar and we will gladly serve you. Something tells me Mark might be underage. I would hope so for this kind of behavior because this is a bit immature. 3 stars. I got caught shoplifting here. I took a large container of hot soup and placed it in my backpack. It immediately spilled all over my stuff. I then tried to add a whole chicken and macaroni salad and the man saw me. I was then taken to the office and told not to come back. They wouldn't even let me use the bathroom to clean out my bag. How rude. We was hungry. I hate this place. They wouldn't let me steal soup. The audacity. Alrighty guys, those were some customers that definitely weren't right. They were kind of funny though. I'll give them that. Subscribe.
I've got something that you